Gary, the most obvious thing to say is I suppose you'll be looking for a response from the team against Dagenham tomorrow night.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a great game to go into as well. Home fixture against a good side, and one that we obviously have to bounce back from Saturday.
The games come thick and fast, but I suppose in a good way. This is one that the team will be really up for. It's a good coming in on a Monday morning. It's a chance to immediately look forward in a positive way.
Yeah, as you rightly said, they come thick and fast. There's no bigger one than Dagenham really. They're going to be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. But every game's a big game, and we should always go into games thinking, this is the most important game, and it is because it's the next one on our list, if you like.
They're second in the table. Only one away win, but only one away defeat so far this season. I suppose they'll feel they've had too many draws, but that shows they're difficult to beat, I suppose.
Yeah, it tells you what a strong opponent that we're going to go and face on Tuesday evening. So I'm sure they want to turn them into wins, but we have to make sure that we get our home form right as well. And we also want to win as well.
You spoke on Saturday of conceding in crucial periods, maybe of switching off. Is that a game management thing, a mentality thing, or is it just the way things go?
Things like that happen in football. Obviously, that's why goals are scored. A combination of what you just said, concentration, communication, a number of things go towards the opposition scoring goals. But we need to do better, especially on Saturday. The goals we conceded, I thought, from our side we should have done better with. But things happen like that. If everything was perfect, the scoreline would remain 0-0, and mistakes are made during the course of the game. That's why goals are scored.
In that, Dagenham, I think, have scored the first goal in over 3/4 of their games. It's important to learn from Macclesfield, not let heads drop, even if we do go goal behind. Yeah,
no, it's important. If you can, the first goal is always important, to have any momentum in the game. So we'll be looking to try and do that, but obviously be aware of the threat that Dagenham bring.
Having had 36 hours to reflect on Macclesfield, you said in the first half there was a lot of possession, but the team lacked purpose. It wasn't so much a case of missing chances, you feel, more of that we weren't creating enough.
Directly after a game, it's always difficult when questions are fired at you, and on reflection, we should have done better with the possession, that's for sure. Possibly I made a mistake in terms of the selection of the team, but that's down to me. I'll take that on board, and that's something that we'll address going into Tuesday's game.
Looking back at the highlights, there were 6 or 7 opportunities of varying degree, varying quality. As I said on Saturday, I think for me the purpose appeared to be there. Was it just that extra little percentage in the final third?
Yeah, but we're talking about that after every game now, and for me personally, it's becoming a little bit boring. It's a collective. We have to do better with the possession that we've got, and that means taking your chances when they're there. That just doesn't really, you don't rely just on the centre forwards for that. But centre forwards are there to score goals. It's as simple as that. And but I'm not putting all the blame or heaping all the pressure on them, because it's a collective. But we have to do better with the amount of possession that we do have in games.
On Saturday, we saw Will and Shamir return from injury, and we all welcome them back.
Mm-hmm.
As you said last week, there's some light at the end of the tunnel, but there's still a couple of key players missing, and also you'll need to manage Will particularly, and also Shamir in the game time they have in the immediate future. So not everything's rosy just yet.
No, it's not. There's light, that's for sure, but it isn't completely as we would like it. And also bearing in mind the 2 lads that you mentioned, they're there in body, but they're not 100% match fit. So we'll have to manage them. They'll have to get some game time, that's for sure, to get them up to speed. And they're 2 very important players for us. And obviously we have got some other players that are still on the sidelines. So we'll manage that as we go.
But even now, with still a couple of players out, the depth in the squad, the strength in the squad is looking pretty impressive.
It's much better now, that's for sure. You know, a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't so rosy, but it's getting better. The bench is getting stronger. There'll be players left out who won't be even on the bench. So that tells you things are improving.
Excellent. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.